Eunice has come a long way in her conditioned hold and her conditioned retrieve. I think by now most people know that I do not use force fetch tables in order to teach my dogs how to hold and bring items back to me, but rather heavily reinforce their natural desire to do so when we first start, and then we start working on a back chaining retrieve. Back chaining is exactly what it sounds like, where we are starting at the last behavior in a chain of sequence and then moving back to the beginning of that sequence. So for instance, when it comes to retrieving, we are starting with her putting the item in my hand. We began this by reinforcing her every time she put her mouth on a toy, and now we're at the point where we're reinforcing her when she grabs the toy and releases it back in my hand. We've also gotten to the point in our training at this point where I am telling her, get it, for that behavior. However, when we first begin, I am not saying anything to her, but rather capturing and reinforcing the behavior that I'm looking for. So here you can see I've moved it from my hand to the ground, and I'm marking and reinforcing when it meets my hand again. I feel like especially for hunting dogs, this is a wonderful way to begin your conditioned fetch, as when it comes to most hunt tests, trialing, and whatever sport you plan on doing in the hunting world, the retrieve standard is delivery to hand. Yes, this is just a squeaky toy at this point, but we can shape this behavior by introducing a bumper, eventually introducing dead birds, and keep progressing until we have reached a recently freshly killed bird. We will also continue shaping by moving this to other environments and adding different distractions. You can see in this video she looks around every once in a while because we do have cats, so we are in a mildly distracting area at this time. Keep in mind, I'm not saying much to her. I'm waiting for the opportunity to mark and reinforce the correct behaviors, as the more reliable I can be with just waiting for the behavior and reinforcing when it happens, the faster and more reliably these behaviors will continue to happen.